The foam glass insulation is applied in a single layer and all joints are to be sealed with Pit Seal 444N sealant. This sealant is a specially formulated butyl sealant used specifically for sealing joints in foam glass insulation systems and to seal protrusions and metal jacket overlaps. The application of foam glass insulation to pipe is similar to that process described in Section 1 of this video, with one exception. As you apply the sections of foam glass insulation, you will be applying Pit Seal 444N to the butt and longitudinal joints. Apply a sufficient amount of Pit Seal 444N to both surfaces to be mated with a trowel or caulking gun. Apply the sealant the full thickness of the insulation. Remember to stagger the joints. Press the surfaces together firmly to obtain a complete seal. A joint of 1/8 of an inch or less is desirable. Do not use Pit Seal 444N as a filler to make up for poor fit of insulation. Be sure to cut off any excess sealant that has squeezed out of the joints flush with the surface. As in previous descriptions, wrap the insulation tightly with reinforced glass tape with a 50% overlap. With the Pit Seal 444N installed, we'll go ahead with the optional application of Pit Wrap CW30 jacketing. Pit Wrap CW30 jacketing is a 30 mil thick self-sealing jacketing. We'll use this jacketing to seal the foam glass insulation under metal jacketing. With Pit Wrap CW30, manual pressure seals the jacketing without the need for a torch or heater. First, measure and cut sections of Pit Wrap CW30 jacketing to fit the outside circumference of the insulation, plus 3 inches for overlap. This jacket is 36 inches wide. For demonstration purposes only, we are cutting these sections into 18-inch wide sections. Measure and put a mark 6 inches from the elbow. Now, take a section of the jacketing and peel back the release paper 3 to 4 inches. Place the jacketing at the 1 o'clock position on the insulation. Measure to make sure the jacketing is parallel to the longitudinal joint. Make any adjustment if necessary. While slowly removing the release paper, press the jacketing into place. Remove any gaps or folds before pressing into place. Once the jacketing is in place, roller seal the overlap to seal the longitudinal joint. Also, roller seal the jacketing to make sure it's tightly against the insulation. For this procedure, an ordinary wallpaper seam roller works best. Follow the same procedure for the second sections of jacketing. This section overlaps the first section by 3 inches. Ask yourself, is the jacketing parallel to the longitudinal joint? Adjust it if necessary. Take extra care to roller seal all overlaps. Continue this process to 6 inches from the next fitting. The jacketing may have to be cut to end it 6 inches from the fitting. Before installing the coating and fabric, install a reverse butt strip at the fitting. Measure and cut 4 sections of jacketing 6 inches wide and 3 inches longer than the outside circumference of the insulation. These are your butt strips. To install a reverse butt strip, take a butt strip and install it on the insulation with the bituminous surface up. Press and roller seal the overlap. Now install a butt strip in the normal fashion over the joint between the reverse butt strip and the jacketing. This leaves 3 inches of exposed bituminous surface on which the mastic and fabric can overlap. Follow the same procedure as shown in section 1 of this video for applying the coating and the fabric. For this application, Pit Coat 300 coating and PC Fabric 79 is applied to the fittings, and metal jacketing is applied over the CW30 jacketing. In this temperature range of -61 degrees Fahrenheit to -289 degrees Fahrenheit, the first layer of pipe insulation is applied dry. Apply the sealant to the joints of the elbow. Notice that the elbow has been fabricated so that the first layer of insulation nests inside the elbow. This prevents a straight-through joint at this connection. Now that the first layer is installed, apply the second layer of insulation, sealing the joints with Pit Seal 444N sealant. Once the Pit Seal 444N is installed, you're ready for the optional application of Pit Wrap CW30 jacketing. This concludes instruction on the application of Pittsburgh Corning foam glass insulation to pipes of various temperatures. The training in this video provides a general guideline for foam glass insulation application. Always discuss your project and its specifications with your Pittsburgh Corning representative. As a reminder, you can order fittings for flanges, T's, and elbows. This will make installation in these areas easier and more precise. Just talk to your Pittsburgh Corning representative for details. To assure maximum performance, always use Pittsburgh Corning foam glass insulation in combination with foam glass accessory products. Remember to thoroughly review the specification guidelines, the product data sheets, and material safety data sheets before beginning this procedure. If you have any questions, call the Pittsburgh Corning Corporation hotline number at 800-359-8433.